Welcome back, guys. This is game number 2 in the semifinals for the SC2 Christmas Invitational. Big props to CM Storm and all the others who are involved supporting this. I know there's many other sponsors. I just know CM Storm because they're giving away some freaking hardware to first and second place. But without further ado, boys and girls, sit back and enjoy, because in the lower left corner of the map, we have the Blue Zerg from Team Acer. Give it up for BLY. His opponent in the upper right, playing for Mouse Sports. He is yellow, he is Zerg. He is Vortix. But okay, this has been a bit of an awkward series as far as getting going goes. I know there's a lot of discussion going on Twitter. Guys, don't worry. All that matters right now is the fact that these two guys are playing against one another for some awesome Starcraft 2 for your entertainment. Of course, they're not doing this for free. First place is, of course, 175, I believe, euro. Let me just go confirm that before I give out the wrong information. Sorry, 125 euro plus CM Storm hardware plus StarCraft 2 Collector's Edition. And, of course, what they're fighting for right now is either third place or first place. So basically, Botvinnik, who was eliminated at the semifinals in the southern half of the brackets, will be fighting against the loser of this series for third place. The winner of this will go on to fight against NMrUUG in the grand finals. And while a disparity of, 125 euro to 75 euro isn't the craziest thing in the world, there's still the glory involved of first place. But what's nice to say is whoever makes it through this round is going to be happy that they, well, basically won some cash for some StarCraft 2. That being said, Vortix currently leading 1-0 for anyone just tuning in on our overlay. You can always see it here in the bottom left corner near the mini-map. It says best of, and, of course, the actual score. The finals will be a best of 5. And, yeah, I don't know. Big shout-outs to Partouf again for observing for me today, man. Thank you for doing this. But, yeah, BLY is, I don't know. Last game, those banelings. So much of this came down, I feel, to the way that his aggression just did not pan out. If he can get damage done, I've seen BLY do it multiple times, guys. Like, even if all he does is kill, like, 1 or 2 drones, man, can BLY snowball off of that. But he was just shut down outright and entirely. But, Derelict Watcher can be a very long map. This is one of the few maps that really encourages late-game ZVZ, which I'm all down for, don't get me wrong. It's just I don't know how likely it is to get to that point. I mean, ZVZ, typically, you don't see it make it past 3 bases. Sometimes, on rare occasions, it'll go to 4, but Derelict Watcher is one of the few maps where I've actually seen this split map before ZVZ. That and Star Station, but that's another can of worms in and of itself. Overlord will escape the wrath of that queen, and Vortix will be sending a couple links across the map to scout. BLY does not have any links coming out to scout just yet. His 2 are a little bit delayed, but that's okay. Nothing too crazy in that regard. Looks like he'll actually stay at home to kill these lings, rather than go for his own scout.
Game paused.
Oop, bit of a pause coming out here at BLY. Something that's been rather unfortunate for today, guys. Outside of anything else, BLY's been having some hardware issues as far as I can tell. He's had to restart his StarCraft a couple times. In the past, he's had lag issues for like Zotac cups and things. I think as nice peripherals as the monitors may be for Acer, to get this guy a new CPU. Maybe that's why he's playing today. That makes sense. Now he wants first place for the CM Storm hardware. Shockingly enough, those 2 links from Vortix will actually get out of BLY's base alive. BLY's metabolic boost will finish a few seconds before Vortix's, so he'll eventually be able to pick these lings off, maybe, depending how long they frolic around the middle of the map. But BLY, with no scouting information, moving across the map now, does have double overlords, so they won't be chased off too easily, but they're not going to be moving back in anytime soon either. And metabolic boost is seconds from finishing. 1 second. Jets on pass, will go towards the main, tries to go for a pick off there, would have been a little bit greedy, but alright, big thing BLY's looking for his gas. Sees only 1 gas taken, sees no Roach Warren. Ooh, scouts that early layer, but is that a fake out of Vortex? He may have just done that to let BLY see it. No, he's saying, you know what, screw it. I don't care if BLY's seen this, I'm still gonna go through with it. 2 gases taken, not 3, and the Roach Warren coming down. If we see double evolution chambers, certainly gonna go heavy on the Roaches, but there's always the possibility of Mutalisks. But with how long he's holding off his gases, I really don't think Vortex is gonna go for a Spire. On the other half, for BLY, though, he's got Banelings, he's got a Spine Crawler coming up, he's got his own layer finishing up, and he has taken 4 gases, so he will likely be going for Mutalisks. And What works out a little unfortunately is, like, let's say it's one player going Mutalisks, one player going Roaches. Typically the Roaches will get across the map and in your base before your Mutalisks are actually hatched out. Because Vortix actually delayed, not delayed it, but how do I phrase this? His Roaches are slightly off. Is that a better way to phrase that? He will be hitting really hard, really strong, but BLY's Mutalisks should be hatching just as they get to the base, I think. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. Spy cars coming down in extra abundance. The problem is with 5 of them down, they can't hold off Roaches, but the Roaches can walk past them. Typically, you clump these up to avoid that from happening, but BLY doesn't know which angle Vortix will be coming from. Some banelings are being morphed into. BLY is making 20 lings right now. Ooh, this is going to be necessary, but it's going to be also very awkward to deal with. Because this is not just lings, guys. This is a baneling roach attack, and it's going to be quite strong coming out of Vortix. More spine crawlers, or sorry, evolution shivers being put down for a wall off. The choke point is, of course, towards the northern half of this base, but 2 spine crawlers will not be involved with this fight. 2 banelings going to try and get some good connects, get some decent connects. 2 more banelings waddling on forward, and the Queens have got a hold position on top of this. The banelings go off a little preemptively, so the Zerglings get in, and now there's no surround, but just a pure wall of lings versus lings and roaches. Unfortunately for BLY, his Mutalisks are still moments away, and I don't know if they'll be out in time to hold this. If this was just Roaches, he could certainly hold on, but this is a lot of Zerglings brought in with these Roaches. The Spine Crawlers have been focused down, and this is not looking good for our Acer player. Looks like he's going to lose a lot here in the natural. Final Spine Crawler goes down. 6 Mutalisks about to hatch, but that is 6 Mutalisks, guys. Has lost quite a few workers so far, 16 dead, and it's not over yet. Has to focus the banelings. He can't allow these to get to his mineral line, but that might not even matter. So many roaches, so many Zerglings, and the banelings. Oh, the connection is good. BLY will be up to 28 workers lost, and without a third base down, I don't really see him getting back into this. He will clear this up if he wants to be stubborn about it for sure, but Vortix is putting Spore Crawlers back at home. There's no way BLY gets a counterattack off, so stuck in his own base with literally 0 workers. Grats is called, and looks like Vortix will move on to fight NMrUUG for a ZVZ Finals Best of 5.